crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers January 27th, 2025 edition. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers January 27th, 2025 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs January 17th to January 23rd, 2025. Apiti, Jose Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga, and Bruno Mars. Aade Kiraat, Mathubanti Bakchi, Divya. DTMF, Bad Bunny. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, January 17th to Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. DTMF, Bad Bunny. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Apiti, Jose, Bruno Mars. Bale Inolvidable, Bad Bunny. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from January 27th, 2025. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Overcooked 2 Minecraft. Stardew Valley. Steam's hottest games. Global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, January 14th, 2025 to Tuesday, January 21st, 2025. PUBG. Battlegrounds. Counter-Strike 2. Dynasty Warriors. Origins. Marvel Rivals. Assetto Corsa Evo. Path of Exile 2. Dota 2. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA and FBI release advisory on how threat actors chain vulnerabilities in Ivani cloud service applications. One more drop in the AI ocean. DeepSeek AI's DeepSeek R1. DeepSeek R1-0, a model trained via large-scale reinforcement learning, RL, without supervised fine-tuning, SFT, as a preliminary step, demonstrated remarkable performance on reasoning. DeepSeek R1 achieves performance comparable to OpenAI O1 across math, code, and reasoning tasks. DeepSeek R1 Distill Quinn 32B outperforms OpenAI O1 Mini across various benchmarks, achieving new state-of-the-art results for dense models. Apple developing LLM Siri AI for 2026. Billionaire Larry Ellison says a vast AI-fueled surveillance system can ensure citizens will be on their best behavior. Free Software Foundation has announced that Llama 3.1 community license is not a free software license. John McAfee reborn as AI memecoin and chatbot with $27 million market cap. Musk exploring blockchain use in U.S. government efficiency effort. Coinbase CEO says surge in new tokens making evaluations harder. As Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says there are 1 million new cryptocurrencies created every week on the platform. Multi-drug-resistant bacteria found deep in New Mexico's Lechuguilla cave. Men lose half their emotional support networks between 30 and 90, decades-long study finds. Einstein probe uncovers a puzzling 12.5 billion-year-old cosmic explosion. Costco is officially switching back to Coke from Pepsi in its food court. Las Vegas Sphere uses 150 NVIDIA GPUs, estimated at lighting peaks to use same energy draw as 21,000 homes. SenseTime plans to spin off healthcare platform in effort to capitalize on advanced LLMs. Rwanda-backed M23 rebels claim major Congolese city, which Congo calls a declaration of war. UN chief urges Rwandan forces to withdraw from DR Congo. EU rejects election in Belarus and threatens new sanctions. Belarus exit poll puts Lukashenko on 87.6% of vote in presidential election. Iran, Afghanistan call for more ties in high-level Kabul talks. Trump floats plan to just clean out Gaza and resettle Palestinians in Jordan and Egypt. Albania to create a Vatican-style Bektashi state in Tirana. New Calexit bid for California secession approved for signature gathering in effort to put measure on ballot. CIA now says COVID-19 more likely to have come from lab. Newly discovered asteroid turns out to be Tesla Roadster launched into space. Famous helmet of Codo Finesti, other pieces from exhibition on Romania's Dacian treasure stolen from Dutch Museum. As thieves blast open Dutch Museum door, steal archaeological treasures. Common ADHD drug methylphenidate could make some people better drivers. Ultra-high dose rate flash irradiation increases the differential response between normal and tumor tissue in mice. Study claims ants never overtake. They have a sense of traffic and can solve urban transportation challenges. Putin says he's ready to meet Trump to talk calmly. Ukraine to offer financial incentives to boost military recruitment among 18 to 25-year-olds. Thousands of Slovaks take to the streets against PM Fico's pro-Russian stance. Leaked documents show plot to dox anonymous Wikipedia editors using hacking and facial recognition. NPR reports that White House in talks to have Oracle and U.S. investors take over TikTok. Trump says he's spoken to many people about TikTok's sale, but not Oracle. Musk disputes reports that he is dissatisfied with business of X. China to host world's first human-robot marathon as robotics drives national goals. Pet healthcare booms in China as furry friends outnumber infants and toddlers. 5 months ago, Financial Times reported that China's urban pets forecast to outnumber toddlers this year. Reportedly, China's Sichuan University overtakes Stanford, MIT, and Oxford in high-quality research. A strange signal coming from dead galaxy, scientists say. Relativistic electron beam could propel probe to Alpha Centauri, study suggests. Brazil bans Sam Altman's tech firm Tools for Humanity from paying for iris scans. Wall Street Journal reports that Bill Gates says, "I coded while I hiked as a teenager." Was I on the spectrum? Probably. Let's Encrypt announces ending support for expiration notification emails. Perplexity AI revises TikTok merger proposal that could give the U.S. government a 50% stake. 2,000-year-old Greek marble statue found discarded in the trash, police say. Duck DNA in both engines of Jeju airplane that crashed, report says. China submarines can now detect high-flying planes with powerful deep-sea radar. Trump says he may consider rejoining World Health Organization. 3 days ago, U.S. to leave World Health Organization on January 22, 2026, says UN. 5 days ago, Trump orders U.S. exit from World Health Organization. Reportedly, drug lord Joss Liedeckers finds refuge in Sierra Leone after marrying president's daughter. Sierra Leone says it is investigating reports that Dutch drug kingpin took refuge in country. In Germany, police investigate Musk salute projected on Tesla factory. 4 days ago, after Musk gesture, activists project Heil on Tesla plant. Netanyahu defends Musk in the controversy of Nazi salute. A dear friend of Israel. Silicon Valley is having a meltdown over China's new AI models. Reportedly, Meta scrambles after Chinese AI equals its own. Appending Silicon Valley. Recently, DeepSeek claims its reasoning model beats OpenAI's O1 on certain benchmarks. Japan's chip shares sink as DeepSeek triggers competition fear. USA restricts Swiss access to AI computer chips. Confirmed. Spotify and Universal have a new deal, including a direct agreement with Universal Music Publishing Group in the U.S. Naomi Germa is women's soccer's first $1 million player after moving to Chelsea from San Diego. 35 years after launch, point-and-click horror Last Half of Darkness is given new life. U.S. Colombia reached deal on deportations. Tariff, sanctions put on hold. Recently, Trump slaps Colombia with 25% tariffs, sanctions in migrant dispute, and Colombia backs down on accepting deportees on military planes after Trump's tariff threats. Trump says he believes U.S. will get Greenland. In the U.K., Trump's calls with British leaders reportedly left staff crying from laughter. Budget airline Ryanair cuts passenger traffic goal again on Boeing delays. It has been reported that U.S. stocks soar more than 20% for second year in a row. OpenAI to face digital news firms of Mukesh Ambani, Gautam Adani in copyright battle. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers January 25th, 2025 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs January 10th to January 16th, 2025. Apiti. Jose Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Aye de Kiraat. Mathubanti Bagchi. Divya. DTMF, Bad Bunny. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, January 10th to Thursday, January 16th, 2025. DTMF, Bad Bunny. Die With a Smile, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Appétit, Rosé, Bruno Mars. Bale, Inolvidable, Bad Bunny. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from January 20th, 2025. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Minecraft. Stardew Valley. Steam's hottest games. Global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, January 7th, 2025 to Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. Counter-Strike 2. Marvel Rivals. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Path of Exile 2. Dota 2. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA and U.S. and international partners publish guidance on priority considerations in product selection for OT owners and operators. CISA releases the JCDC AI Cybersecurity Collaboration Playbook and Fact Sheet. CISA and FBI release updated guidance on product security bad practices. One more drop in the AI ocean. Latitude Games Wayfarer, 12B. Wayfarer is an adventure role-play model specifically trained to give players a challenging and dangerous experience. Wayfarer 12B was trained on top of the Nemo base model using a two-stage SFT approach, with the first stage containing 180K chat-formatted instruct data instances and the second stage consisting of a 50-50 mixture of synthetic 8K context text adventures and role-play experiences. Wayfarer's text adventure data was generated by simulating playthroughs of published character creator scenarios from AI Dungeon. 5 distinct user archetypes played through each scenario, whose character starts all varied in faction, location, etc. to generate 5 unique samples. North Korean IT workers holding data hostage for extortion, FBI warns. The Guardian reports as Microsoft deepened ties with Israeli military to provide tech support during Gaza war. British Museum forced to partly close after alleged IT attack by former employee. In the U.S., a federal judge temporarily blocks Trump's executive order redefining birthright citizenship. ICC prosecutor requests warrants for Afghan Taliban leaders over persecution of women. Pakistan's parliament passes bill with sweeping controls on social media. Call of Duty budget reportedly as high as $700 million per game. PC development has skyrocketed. GDC survey finds 80% of developers are now making games for PC, more than double the number working on PS5 or Xbox games. Epic will expand its mobile game store by helping cover developer iOS fees. Ancient Roman statue of Athena emerges after nearly 300 years in hiding. Spotted hyena found in Egypt for first time in 5,000 years. Cursed tablet found in Roman-era grave in France targets enemies by invoking Mars, the god of war. OpenAI launches Operator, an AI agent that performs tasks autonomously. Anthropic's new citations feature aims to reduce AI errors. AI startup Perplexity launches assistant-like feature for Android devices. Developer creates infinite maze that traps AI training bots. Frontier AI systems have surpassed the self-replicating red line. Meta plans to spend $65 billion on AI investments, amid DeepSeek superiority claims. NATO chief says stopping Putin will cost trillions if they don't support Ukraine now. Trump uses Davos address to accuse oil producers of prolonging Ukraine war, as Trump says he will press OPEC and Saudi Arabia to slash oil prices. Trump says he's ready to meet Putin immediately to secure end of Ukraine war. New York State Comptroller DiNapoli says numbers of homeless population doubled in New York. Canada reduces international student permits for second year. Mexico rejects landing request for U.S. military flight deporting migrants. Taiwan's HTC to sell part of XR unit to Google for $250 million. OpenAI struggles to price Microsoft stake in deal to become for-profit company. Apple enlists veteran software executive to help fix AI and Siri. ADL changes its tune on Elon Musk amid Salute backlash, as ADL condemns Musk's Nazi jokes after Salute controversy. Reddit users ban links to X and groups to protest Elon Musk over Nazi Salute allegations. Force this. Marjorie Taylor Greene attacks Britain for refusing Gulf of America label. U.S. doesn't need Canadian energy or cars, says Trump, and Trump says Canada can become a U.S. state to avoid tariffs. Ships carrying missile propellant ingredients set to sail from China to Iran, say officials. Donald Trump says he wants nuclear talks with China, Russia. EU military chief says it would make sense to put European troops in Greenland, Walt reports. Crypto's richest man CZ turns VC firm into giant family office, as Zhao converts Binance Labs into $10 billion family office YZ Labs. David Ballan, co-founder of French crypto firm Ledger, freed after kidnapping. Trump signs executive order promoting crypto, paving way for digital asset stockpile, and Trump orders crypto working group to draft new regulations, explore national stockpile. Nosferatu's Robert Eggers to direct sequel to 1980 SIXS Labyrinth. AI-enhanced films The Brutalist and Emilia Perez score Oscar nominations for acting, editing. Taxi Driver screenwriter calls AI smarter and better than Oscar-nominated writers, as Paul Schrader says he asked ChatGPT for film ideas and they were all original and fleshed out. Why should writers sit around for months when AI can provide one in seconds? Mukesh Ambani to build world's largest data center in India with NVIDIA AI chips. Trump shrugs off Elon Musk's criticism of AI announcement. He hates one of the people, and Trump staff furious after Musk trashes AI project as Trump spokesperson pushes back on Musk's Stargate criticism. Those investments are coming. Reportedly, Stargate artificial intelligence project to exclusively serve OpenAI. Trump signs executive order on developing artificial intelligence free from ideological bias. Chorus waves found by China-led study sound alarms for space travel as scientists discover space chorus far from Earth. Secret passageways recorded in Leonardo da Vinci's sketches discovered beneath a medieval castle in Milan. Genetic breakthrough uncovers the Andean origins of the Irish potato famine pathogen. Founder of AI chatbot startup GameOn indicted for fraud in San Francisco. China, Thailand, and Myanmar join forces to crack down on online scam centers. Purdue Pharma and Sackler family to pay $7.4 billion in settlement to OxyContin lawsuits. Sony to stop making Blu-rays and other discs as of February 2025 due to dwindling demand. Apple says 68% of all iPhones are running iOS 18. Nielsen to end panel-only ratings that have measured TV for decades. 2 days ago, Nielsen's Big Data Plus Panel TV measurement gets MRC, Media Rating Council accreditation, ahead of 2025 upfront. George R.R. Martin has co-authored a physics paper, as Game of Thrones author co-writes physics paper on superhero virus. Hans Zimmer asked to reimagine Saudi Arabia's national anthem. The Beatles receive first Brit Awards nomination in over 40 years as Charlie XCX dominates. HSBC scraps global money app, Zing a year after launch. Ethereum gets Wall Street sales force as token lags Bitcoin. Reuters reports that whistleblower says MasterCard, Visa failed to stop payments for child sex abuse content on OnlyFans. Israel asks U.S. for delay in withdrawal from South Lebanon, and Hezbollah issues warning over Israel's bid to prolong Lebanon occupation. U.S. Air Force looks to upgrade Cyprus Air Base as humanitarian staging post for the Middle East. U.S. private security contractors will operate key Gaza checkpoint as U.S. security contractors go into Gaza to oversee truce, officials say. Singapore's prime minister warns of a third world war if U.S. and China force rest of the world to pick sides, as risk of U.S. cutting itself off from China low. Other countries can help manage rivalry, says PM Wang. Risk of clash between nuclear powers is growing, Russian security official says. North Korea prepares to send more troops to Russia after suffering casualties, South Korea says. TikTok weighs non-sale options, ByteDance Ford says. Bloomberg comments as Trump downplays threat of China using TikTok to spy on Americans. Washington Post reports that disagreements with Elon Musk prompted Ramaswamy's Doge exit, as Vivek Ramaswamy quits Doge cost-cutting program, leaving Musk in charge. New Scientist comments as Trump-backed Stargate project could strain the U.S. energy grid. Colorado DNA analyst appears on forgery charges as validity of more than 500 cases in doubt. In the U.S., insurers failed to comply with mental health coverage law, Department of Labor report finds. In the U.S., 61% of young adults are financially stressed, report finds. Apple and Google's massive mobile empires face dual UK antitrust probes. India asks Apple and Google to open app stores to national apps. In India, government seeks Uber, Ola response on dual pricing based on phone models. In the UK, Rolls-Royce wins its biggest ever mod deal with £9 billion nuclear submarine contract. Israel reminds UNRWA it must end operations in Jerusalem and leave premises by January 30th. Putin echoes Trump's claim that conflict in Ukraine could have been avoided had he been in office. Bank of Japan raises interest rates to highest in 17 years. Yen jumps. Trump calls for $1 trillion Saudi investment, lower oil prices. Shanghai issues more consumption vouchers after shock fall in retail sales. 1 month ago, it has been announced as multiple Chinese cities issue new round of consumption vouchers to shore up positive trend before spring festival holidays. Zelensky is no angel, as Trump criticizes Ukraine's president for wanting to fight at war's onset, and Trump suggests Ukraine shouldn't have fought back against Russia. Russia issued ultimatum to Ukraine in 2022 to replace Zelensky with pro-Kremlin oligarch Medvedchuk, president says. Hungary threatens to disrupt Russia's sanctions unless Ukraine reopens gas transit. SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son says he was foolish to invest $18.5 billion in WeWork. Boeing expects $4 billion loss for fourth quarter after chaotic 2024. Wall Street banks prepare to sell billions of dollars of X loans. In the U.S., State Department blocks Pride, BLM flags from embassies, outposts with one flag policy. As Trump rules, only the stars and stripes will be flown at State Department buildings around the world. Nintendo nominated for GLAAD Award for trans representation in Paper Mario. The Hill comments says women, gays, transgender, and queer Americans serve in the military because men won't. AON's report announces that economic losses from natural disaster events reached $368 billion in 2024, driven by hurricanes Milton and Helene, severe convective storms in the U.S., and flooding across Europe. Global economy could face 50% loss in GDP between 2070 and 2090 from climate shocks, say actuaries. UNICEF says nearly 250 million children missed school last year because of extreme weather. Electric cars in UK last as long as petrol and diesel vehicles, study finds. 2025 Tesla Model Y debuts with Cybercab looks and turn signal stocks. Trump administration reviewing U.S. automatic emergency braking rule. 6 months ago, automakers asked U.S. agency to reconsider emergency braking rule. Marvel star Benedict Cumberbatch says Doctor Strange is skipping Avengers Doomsday, but is a central part of Secret Wars. Squid Game was 2024's most viewed series in a single week with 4.9 billion minutes watched per Nielsen. Night Shyamalan cleared of copyright charges in Servant Trial, jury rules. Trump boosts Tether, Circle by tying stablecoins to dollar, where Trump's executive order aligns stablecoins with maintenance of dollar supremacy, as Trump boosts stablecoins while blocking central bank digital currency. Crypto czar David Sachs says NFTs and memecoins are collectibles, not securities. 2024 U.S. home sales fell to the lowest level in nearly 30 years as prices and mortgages soared. Team Trump says Mark Zuckerberg has more ass-kissing to do. Trump enlists Attorney General to investigate Biden administration. Fox News host Pete Hegseth confirmed as Trump's defense secretary. X refuses to remove stabbing video watched by Southport killer. Instagram and Facebook blocked and hid abortion pill providers' posts. Spirit Airlines bans offensive tattoos and revealing clothing in new dress code. White House says migrant deportation flights with military aircraft have begun. Trump signs executive order suspending foreign aid for 90 days. Trump tells Danish PM he's serious about taking over Greenland in fiery call that has Danes in crisis mode. In the UK, number of children who think they are wrong gender surges 50-fold. Microplastics in the bloodstream can induce cerebral thrombosis by causing cell obstruction and lead to neurobehavioral abnormalities. SCMP reports that Hong Kong plans to ban vaping, possessing e-cigarette cartridges in public, claims a source. Netflix's new idea to keep you glued to your TV, with board games and party games, as Netflix's cloud gaming service begins tests in U.S. Apple TV Plus signs up for investment obligations with French TV biz. Brad Pitt to star in and produce Heart of the Beast, David Ayer's action-adventure pick for Paramount. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawler's January 23, 2025 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube Music Charts. Global Top Songs January 10th to January 16th, 2025. Appétit. Rosé et Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. AJ Key Rat. Madhubani Bagchi, Divya. DTMF, Bad Bunny. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, January 10th to Thursday, January 16th, 2025. DTMF, Bad Bunny. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Appétit. Rosé, Bruno Mars. Bale, Inolvidable, Bad Bunny. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from January 20th, 2025. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Minecraft. Stardew Valley. Steam's hottest games. Global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, January 7th, 2025 to Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. Counter-Strike 2. Marvel Rivals. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Path of Exile 2. Dota 2. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA and U.S. and international partners publish guidance on priority considerations in product selection for OT owners and operators. CISA releases the JCDC AI Cybersecurity Collaboration Playbook and Fact Sheet. CISA and FBI release updated guidance on product security bad practices. One more drop in the AI ocean. Latitude Games Wayfarer, 12B. Wayfarer is an adventure role-play model specifically trained to give players a challenging and dangerous experience. Wayfarer 12B was trained on top of the Nemo base model using a two-stage SFT approach, with the first stage containing 180K chat-formatted instruct data instances, and the second stage consisting of a 50-50 mixture of synthetic 8K context text adventures and role-play experiences. Wayfarer's text adventure data was generated by simulating playthroughs of published character creator scenarios from AI Dungeon. 5 distinct user archetypes played through each scenario, whose character starts all varied in faction, location, etc. to generate 5 unique samples. Hubble telescope images combined into giant mosaic of neighboring Andromeda Galaxy in 417-megapixel Andromeda Galaxy panorama took over a decade to make. MIT researchers develop advanced robotic insects for pollination. Scientists and composers teamed up to create a natural version of Colombia's national anthem. OpenAI's Sam Altman to brief U.S. officials on PhD-level AI agents. X Games will experiment with an AI judge for the first time this week in a new collaboration with Google. TikTok owner ByteDance plans to spend $12 billion on AI chips in 2025. Lone Star plans to put data centers in the moon's lava tubes. Buzzy French AI startup Mistral isn't for sale and plans to IPO, its CEO says. GDC survey reveals a rocky year of layoffs and AI skepticism for game developers, as GDC's State of the Games Industry Survey report says 1 in 10 respondents laid off in 2024. Circle enters tokenization race by acquiring Hashnode, $1.3 billion real-world asset issuer. Reportedly, crypto executives warn Trump's memecoins harm the industry. Crypto.com launches institutional-grade exchange services in the United States. Samsung borrows from the Apple Wallet playbook with layaway and tap to send for wallet. In the UK, digital driving license coming in 2025 with a gov.uk wallet and app to simplify access to services and documents like digital driver's licenses, alongside reforms to public sector technology. Microsoft's LinkedIn sued for disclosing customer information to train AI models. Murdoch's News Corp offers Prince Harry settlement to resolve years-long lawsuit. Meta lures TikTok creators with $5,000 bonuses, content deals, free verification. Peter Dinklage's ultra-gory Toxic Avenger movie is finally headed to theaters. Cloudflare announces that in 2024, Cloudflare's autonomous DDoS defense systems blocked around 21.3 million DDoS attacks, representing a 53% increase compared to 2023. On average, in 2024, Cloudflare blocked 4,870 DDoS attacks every hour. U.S. DHS fires outside advisors. Sources say China probe disrupted. Trump pardons Silk Road founder Ross Ulbricht for online drug scheme. Singapore charges man with helping to forge documents in $2.2 billion money laundering case. Real Madrid first club to generate €1 billion revenue in a season, Deloitte says. Oxfam says billionaires' wealth soared in 2024, with 4 minted every week. Israel's top general resigns over terrible October 7th attack failures. Trump says he's not confident Gaza's ceasefire will hold, and Trump lifts U.S. sanctions on Israeli settlers in the occupied West Bank. Wall Street Journal reports that Google rushed to sell AI tools to Israel's military after Hamas attack. Joker. Folie à Deux leads Razzie Awards nominations. I'm a living god of video games. Elon Musk has admitted he cheated in Diablo and Poe. LVMH's Olympic medals are already rusting, and more than 100 top athletes want replacements. OpenAI teams up with SoftBank and Oracle on $500 billion data center project, as Trump announces AI infrastructure investment backed by Oracle, OpenAI, and SoftBank. Musk says they don't actually have the money for Trump-touted Stargate project. Bloomberg comments as Microsoft poised to benefit from Stargate JV with zero money. The CIA is quietly using AI to build emulated versions of world leaders. UK plans powerful supercomputer to challenge US. China drug discovery dominance as world-leading supercomputer using AI to develop vaccines. Zelensky says security guarantee would need at least 200,000 peacekeepers. Trump says Putin destroying Russia by refusing Ukraine deal. Once guns fall silent in Ukraine, Russia will begin military revival, says British general. DeepSeek claims its reasoning model beats OpenAI's O1 on certain benchmarks. Salesforce chief predicts today's CEOs will be the last with all human workforces. Microsoft secures deal to restore Amazon rainforest and offset AI emissions. And Microsoft says it's no longer OpenAI's exclusive cloud provider, as OpenAI's Stargate deal heralds shift away from Microsoft. Study finds air fryers emit less indoor air pollution than other cooking methods. Scientists discover bacteria trapped in endless evolutionary time loop. Men have grown twice as much as women over past century, study shows. Iran testing combat robots, developing new models, Army tells Tehran Times. Syria takes full control of Tartus port, ends 49-year Russian deal. Fitch says Saudi Arabia's debt market to hit $500 billion in 3 years. Trump's SEC launching crypto task force to develop clear regulations for industry. U.S. Texas court revokes the sanctions set against Tornado Cash since 2022. With GeoCoin, Reliance enters crypto world in collaboration with Polygon Labs. Indonesia's $1.4 billion fish startup faked most sales, report claims. Iraqi lawmakers pass a bill that critics say legalizes child marriage. Florida man eats diet of butter, cheese, beef. Cholesterol oozes from his body. ADL says awkward Musk gesture, not a Nazi salute. This is a delicate moment. Recently, Musk's straight-arm gesture embraced by right-wing extremists regardless of what he meant. Trump admin accused of using AI to draft executive orders. Trump UN nominee backs Israeli claims of biblical rights to West Bank. Trump fires first woman to head a U.S. military service, as Trump sacks Coast Guard leader over excessive diversity focus. 2 Americans held in Afghanistan traded for Taliban prisoner in final Biden deal delayed until Trump took office. Hillary Clinton laughs as Trump announces Gulf of America order. Trump says he intends to impose 10% tariffs on Chinese imports on February 1st, and Trump's threats will only drive countries away from U.S. dollar, economists warn at Davos. Trump tears DI up at the root, rescinding Lyndon Johnson's affirmative action EO, as Trump administration directs all federal diversity, equity, and inclusion staff be put on leave. Trump gives gun, drug agents deportation power. Severance. Apple TV Plus series has made more than $200 million for streamer, claims a report. ITV has a smash hit Hell's Kitchen game with 20M players, but it's on Roblox. Ryan Gosling is in talks to lead new Star Wars movie from director Sean Levy. Elon Musk to fund UK far-right ringleader Tommy Robinson's legal fight, supporters claim. 2 weeks ago, Musk drops UK's Nigel Farage in favor of far-right figure Tommy Robinson. 3 months ago, founder of far-right English Defense League gets 18 months in prison for court contempt as Tommy Robinson charged under Terrorism Act before far-right march in London. Harvard signs settlement with Jewish students who sued over campus anti-Semitism. Modi's government planning to repatriate 18,000 Indians living in U.S. illegally. Saudi Crown Prince says kingdom intends to invest $600 billion in U.S. during call with Trump. It has been reported 2 days ago as Trump says he will visit Saudi Arabia for $500 billion in trade. Mongolia reaches deal for $1.6 billion uranium mine with France's Orano. Satellite image captures China's newest aircraft carrier. 3 months ago, China building nuclear reactor to power new aircraft carrier. Images and documents indicate. Anti-Trump searches seem concealed on TikTok following its return online. TikTok is now Trump's propaganda. Trump expresses willingness for Elon Musk or Larry Ellison to acquire TikTok. Mr. Beast, a leading internet creator, participates in a fresh attempt to purchase TikTok. In 2025 State of Mobile, consumers $150 billion spent on mobile highlights, another record-setting year. AI apps saw over $1 billion in consumer spending in 2024. EA shares dropped 7% after company lowers guidance due to weakness in soccer, other games. Adobe Premiere Pro can now find your clips with text searches. Meta to give users option to link WhatsApp with Facebook, Instagram. Amazon is ceasing operations in Quebec, moving back to third-party delivery. The Royal Shakespeare Company is turning Macbeth into a neo-noir game. In the U.S., federal court rules FISA Section 702 backdoor search is unconstitutional. 15-year-old boy develops zero-click attack that reveals target's location without being noticed. Bloomberg comments as the second Trump presidency brought to you by YouTubers. Reuters reports as OpenAI tells India court ChatGPT data removal will breach U.S. legal obligations. TikTok owner asks Chinese staff in Singapore to pay taxes to Beijing. OpenAI targets AGI with system that thinks like a pro engineer. TSMC pauses production after strong earthquake hits Taiwan. An earthquake may have affected 20,000 TSMC wafers. The majority will likely have to be scrapped. AI can predict career success from a facial image, study finds. Google Gemini now works across multiple apps in a single prompt with Samsung Galaxy S25 series. Goldman Sachs rolls out an AI assistant for its employees as artificial intelligence sweeps Wall Street. CNN to lay off hundreds of employees as post-inauguration transformation begins, sources say. Spain PM urges Europe to resist caste controlling social media. Israel's West Bank military operation draws lessons from Gaza war. Defense minister says, as Israel launches deadly raid on occupied West Bank's Jenin refugee camp. OpenAI announces an initial evidence that reasoning models such as O1 become more robust to adversarial attacks as they think for longer. In Open Source Survey 2024, It has been announced as security and open source is a priority. AI adoption is growing and open source is getting more diverse. ByteDance launches AI code editor based on Microsoft software as TikTok ban is delayed. Nepal hikes Mount Everest climbing fee to $15,000. Trump signs executive order to promote beautiful federal civic architecture. For years ago, Joe Biden has revoked Trump's executive order mandating classical-only architecture for federal buildings, restoring freedom of design. 5 years ago, the White House had announced executive order on promoting beautiful federal civic architecture. Solar power overtook coal in EU's electricity mix in 2024, Ember says. Hundreds of same-sex couples wed as Thailand's landmark marriage bill takes effect. In the UK, adults with ADHD living shorter lives than they should, GP record study finds. Financial Times reports that young people are hanging out less. It may be harming their mental health. FDA approves standalone use of J&J's ketamine-derived depression treatment. Australian oyster's blood could hold key to fighting drug-resistant superbugs, researchers find. Females have a 31% higher associated risk of developing long COVID. UT Health San Antonio-led Recover study shows. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawler's January 21st, 2025 edition. Number 1 hit, and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs January 10th to January 16th, 2025. Apiti, Rosie, Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Aede Kiraat, Mathubanti Bagchi, Divya. DTMF, Bad Bunny. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, January 10th to Thursday, January 16th, 2025. DTMF, Bad Bunny. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Apiti, Rosie, Bruno Mars. Bale, Inolvidable, Bad Bunny. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from January 20th, 2025. Donkey Kong Country returns HD. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Minecraft. Stardew Valley. Steam's hottest games. Global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, January 7th, 2025 to Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. Counter-Strike 2. Marvel Rivals. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Path of Exile 2. Dota 2. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA and U.S. and international partners publish guidance on priority considerations in product selection for OT owners and operators. CISA releases the JCDC AI Cybersecurity Collaboration Playbook and Fact Sheet. CISA and FBI release updated guidance on product security bad practices. One more drop in the AI ocean. Latitude Games Wayfarer, 12B. Wayfarer is an adventure role-play model specifically trained to give players a challenging and dangerous experience. Wayfarer 12B was trained on top of the Nemo base model using a 2-stage SFT approach, with the first stage containing 180K chat-formatted instruct data instances, and the second stage consisting of a 50-50 mixture of synthetic 8K context text adventures and role-play experiences. Wayfarer's text adventure data was generated by simulating playthroughs of published character creator scenarios from AI Dungeon. 5 distinct user archetypes played through each scenario, whose character starts all varied in faction, location, etc. to generate 5 unique samples. First Obama, then Biden. Russia accuses Democratic presidents of sabotaging U.S.-Russia ties before Trump's return. Officials believe Baltic Sea cable damage caused by accidents, not Russian sabotage, Walpo reports. Trump to suspend security clearances of 51 intelligence officials who falsely implied Hunter Biden laptop was Russian fake. Serbian leader warns of foreign-backed color revolution. CPJ reports that in record year, China, Israel, and Myanmar are world's leading jailers of journalists. X, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube sign EU pledge to tackle hate speech. VTB to become first Russian bank to open branch in Iran. Trade between Afghanistan and Iran increased by 84% last year. Russia, Iran finalized gas pipeline route through Azerbaijan price negotiations in final stages. In the USA, Trump to take oath as 47th president. Russian President Putin congratulates Donald Trump before inauguration. Says open to talks on Ukraine, nuclear arms. China's vice president meets with Elon Musk and J.D. Vance ahead of Trump inauguration. India pushes Russia to repatriate citizens amid reports of 12 deaths, 16 missing in combat. Ammunition used by Russians halved following Ukrainian strikes, Sersky says. As Trump is sworn in, Macron warns Europe it can't depend only on U.S. weapons. Ramaswamy's future at DOJ is in doubt as he prepares to announce bid for Ohio governor, and flurry of lawsuits target new Department of Government Efficiency as Trump is sworn in. Nancy Pelosi has disclosed her husband's new batch of investments, which include $2.9 million worth of Apple, Disney, PayPal, and Amex shares. Melania Trump launches meme coin as crypto conflicts worry experts. Telegram malware scams spike 2,000% as crypto investors face new threat. HPE launches investigation after hacker claims data breach. Authors seek Meta's torrent client logs and seeding data in AI piracy probe. TikTok restoring service after Trump vows to delay ban. And China signals it is open to a deal keeping TikTok in U.S. Canon's new app lets you live stream from multiple cameras, just not Canon's. Reportedly, Instagram courts TikTok creators with big cash bonuses. Independent secures funding from Bill Gates Foundation. In KSA, Kingdom Holding confirms resumption of construction on 1000M Jeddah Tower. Viagra-laced erectile honey is flooding into France, officials warn. Accused 9/11 mastermind agrees to use of disputed confession for life sentence. UN chief says 630 aid trucks enter Gaza on first day of ceasefire. Hamas gives hostages goodie bags with signed certificates of captivity. Trump to take more than 200 executive actions on day one. Axios reports that Americans favor deporting undocumented immigrants until they're asked how. Reportedly, National Guard troops worry Trump will deploy them for mass deportations. HuffPost comments as Biden's legacy, rescuing America from COVID, then getting replaced by a criminal. Notorious pirate IPTV service Magus TV applies for U.S. trademark and rebrands. A salon hair wash can be a serious health threat, expert says. Study reveals that, in chimpanzees, peeing is contagious. Doorbell camera captures first ever video of the sound and sight of a meteorite crash landing. A new device has been developed to extract green ammonia from the air, which could be used as fuel or fertilizer. MIT announces fast control methods enable record-setting fidelity in superconducting qubit. Biden issues preemptive pardons for Milley, Fauci, and January 6th committee members. Trump grants sweeping pardon of January 6 defendants, including rioters who violently attacked police. Trump promises to bring back troops booted for refusing COVID vaccine. Landslides and flash floods on Indonesia's Java Island leave 16 dead and 9 missing. Trump announces second withdrawal from Paris Climate Agreement, and Trump to declare a national energy emergency, ending Biden's electric vehicle mandate. Tesla brand value shed $15 billion in 2024 with aging lineup. Musk at helm, researchers found. America's most prominent abortion defender dies on Trump Inauguration Day, as former Planned Parenthood president, women's rights activist Cecile Richards has died at 67. ACLU sues over Trump order aimed at ending birthright citizenship, as Trump announces end of birthright citizenship for children of illegal migrants. Trump orders U.S. to leave World Health Organization. Melania Trump claims Obama's made it challenging to transition during husband's first presidency. Biden pardons 5 members of his family in final minutes in office. Trump vows new era of national success, says America's decline is over in inaugural address. Doom ported to a standalone Microsoft Word document. Reportedly plays well, but there's no sound. 6 days ago, it has been reported as Doom ported to run directly from a PDF file. Doom PDF port runs at approximately 12.5 FPS. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 director teases plans for Metal Sonic, Amy Rose in Sonic 4. Gaming analyst says there's hope in the industry that Grand Theft Auto 6 will cost $100. Researchers develop Celestial Navigation System as a GPS alternative for drones. U.S. safety regulators expand Ford hands-free driving tech investigation. FIA announcement confirms Hamilton Ferrari debut date and Lewis Hamilton's Ferrari career starting with HQ visit and test. EU plans ban on forever chemicals in consumer products. Women who played sports are more likely to be business leaders. New TikTok research claims short video use linked to lower academic performance in children. Ravensburger announces new Disney villainous games and international tournaments. KPMG closes in on setting up a U.S. law firm, a first for the Big Four. Apple CFO denies company enjoys 75% margin on its App Store. The Pentagon says AI is speeding up its kill chain. The Brutalist sparks backlash after editor reveals use of AI in dialogue in buildings, but says it's nothing that hasn't been done before. Trump revokes Biden executive order on addressing AI risks. Trump administration fires immigration court officials as crackdown begins. Trump signs sweeping executive actions on immigration, launches fight to end birthright citizenship. Wall Street Journal reports that Trump to lay out trade vision, but won't impose new tariffs yet. Bloomberg reports that Trump plans to enact 25% tariffs on Mexico, Canada by February 1st. Mystery mounds reveal the history of water on Mars, as study discovers erosion the size of the UK. Mountains on neutron stars could be detected with gravitational waves, as neutron star mountains would cause ripples in spacetime. An AI model developed to design proteins simulates 500 million years of protein evolution in developing new fluorescent protein. Trump signs executive order to pause TikTok ban, provide immunity to tech firms, and Trump orders government not to infringe on American speech, calls for censorship investigation. Apple hit by Belgian probe over blood minerals from Congo. Meta will use fact-checkers outside the U.S. for now. Trump says he will quickly release JFK, Robert Kennedy, MLK assassination files. Trump's presidency will set off a new right-wing surge in Europe, Hungary's PM Orbán says, and Trump's presidency will set off a new right-wing surge in Europe, PM Orbán says. Reuters reports that German ambassador warns of Trump plan to redefine